Hello, I'm Nathan Judah. I'm here with Wolverhampton Wanderers reporter. It is Mr. Timothy Spiers. Tim.
Nathan.
We have found ourselves in Shanghai. We have found ourselves at the opening, can't quite believe this, of the Wolves megastore, and it is been something. Quite put it into words. What we've just seen over the last 2 hours.
It's a candidate for the most surreal day of my life, I think.
Yes.
There's a megastore in Shanghai, in the middle of Shanghai, a wolf shop. A dancing Chinese wolfie. Connor Cody being interviewed in Chinese.
Yeah.
Steve Bull eating a beer-flavoured Wolves ice cream.
Sing Tao.
The new Awake has been launched.
Yes.
The players have been mobbed. I can't quite get my head
landed 24 hours ago.
I can't quite get my head around it really, and all this on a hangover after England won the World Cup last night. It's too much to take in, to be honest.
I mean, it is amazing. When you started this job a long time ago,
the answer's no.
Did you ever think?
The answer's no.
Did you ever think that we will be stood behind the Wolves megastore in Shanghai? I mean, it is unbelievable, really, the growth of it all.
It is, and you know, let's not pretend that this is a huge, massive megastore with absolutely loads of old stuff.
3 levels.
It's a start, but what a start!
Yeah.
Because I and nobody here was really expecting the amount of fans turned up.
It was hundreds.
And these aren't just guys they're dragging off the street and giving a tenner to and like come in. Like these.
No, you can't give them a tenner before and a tenner after. You've got to go and do it first, and you get paid afterwards.
Honestly, they're proper Wolves fans. They've all turned up in their shirts.
Yeah.
They're all after autographs and selfies. They even know who Terry Taylor is.
Yeah.
I mean, this is.
Wasn't there one lady also specifically after Terry Taylor?
Even you had to ask who Terry Taylor was.
Kind of did, to be fair.
It's crazy. Literally, there were hundreds of people here. There were lots of photographers.
Yeah.
And it was a real event and a launch.
It was a media scrum.
And they did it really well. And it was crazy. It was surreal. I didn't have a clue what was going on.
No, players didn't have a clue either.
Nobody knew, but we've got through it. We all survived, and there's lots of smiles on people's faces. Actually, it's
absolutely.
Really good.
And Bully as well. He's speaking to Bully there, and he can't quite believe it's a big change for him, but he's embracing it. I think the players are going to do that as well.
I think so. It's great for Bully to be here actually, and I've just spoke to him about how, you know, he goes around Wolverhampton and gets mobbed obviously wherever he goes.
See, this is what I need. There's a presenter behind us getting makeup pre-shoot. That's what I need. Look at this. Why am I not getting that?
Did he really kind of expect to be here in Shanghai getting mobbed? But he has been asked for selfies. But people know he is, you know, Wolves legend. They might, as he just said, they might have to Google him before they walk up to him and ask for a selfie, which is what happens with him pretty much every day. But no, it's great, and the players. I think the players are a bit don't quite know perhaps what to make of it, but they're thrown up. It's a new experience for some of them. Certainly a new experience for Connor Cody, who glanced towards us on a couple of occasions during the unveiling, like what's going on here. But they're throwing themselves into it. They're enjoying it, and let's hope that they have some fantastic experiences out of the week, which I'm sure they will.
But look, this is what success brings to them, and if they're going to put themselves on a global stage, and this is the first of many superstores, we can see them all around the world.
Yeah, this is it. This is what comes with the territory of being a big club. That's where Wolves want to be. So as much as it's not ideal, perhaps football-wise, for a week in Shanghai before the Europa League starts, this is it. This is the business. This is what sells shirts to make money to pay their wages.
Well, at least they're here. Man City haven't even arrived yet.
Yeah.
But look, they've got a busy week ahead, haven't they? There's plenty going on.
There's lots going on. So the players trained this morning. This afternoon, we've had the opening of the megastore. We've seen They Wore the Shirt exhibition around the corner, which is very tidy, very smart. Steve Plant's book showcasing a lot of old shirts, very nice. And then there's
a fashion show tonight,
this evening, and then tomorrow. They're going to train when they can throughout the week.
No, it's not going to be daily then. It's just depending on the situation.
I think they kind of play it by ear really, but it was obviously hot and muggy for them this morning. But the facilities are good, and they'll train when they can. And they've got a match on Wednesday in Nanjing, which is about an hour or two on the train away from here, and then against Newcastle, and then they're back here on Saturday in Shanghai, where they'll play Man City if they've turned up, or West Ham. Yeah,
and then fly back, and then of course Thursday night, and it'll be Crusaders will be 36.
The week will go really quickly. I mean, we'll kind of it's still a little bit up in the air as to what exactly is happening all for the rest of the week, but we'll fill you in and you'll see exactly what's going on. But it's a jam-packed schedule of off-field events. It'll go very quickly, and then all of a sudden it's next weekend. They're flying home, and they've got the Europa League next week, and that's what it's all about. Very important preparation, and it's an important week in that regard because there's not many senior players out here. It's a big week for the kids to come and impress, but they need to kind of mould themselves into whatever team Nuno can put out next week, because no Cavallero, no Jimenez, no Costa. There's a shortage of forward options. That's a really key area to work on this week if they're not going to make a new signing. who's going to play up front with presumably Diogo Jota next week, and how is it going to work? Because when Jimenez, just to make a serious football point, when Jimenez dropped out the team last season, it all kind of fell apart a little bit, whether he didn't start or whether he was substituted. Without him, Wolves look a poorer team, so they need a different solution to that, and they've got to work on that this week, because I very, very, very much doubt that Raul Jimenez will be available for that Europa game next week.
Lots of articles, lots of videos, lots of tweets, lots of diaries. Make sure you follow us throughout the week at expressandstar.com.